Hi and welcome to my garden, my patio, my flowers, my plants. Welcome. I gotta tell you, last weekend I suggested I was gonna find an opportunity to do some video at night with all my tiki torches and solar lights on and different things, and I just didn't have the time. It was a great weekend, the wife and I, we packed up and we went to the mountains and hung out with some good friends. A video a little bit later in the week of something that we came across today, but needless to say, I was not here during the nighttime to be able to do that video. So today is just another walk through the garden. We had some rain, some warm weather, some more things are growing. Some things have flowered, some things haven't. Let's check it out. All right, so we're gonna start on the patio and we'll work out into the yard. First thing I need to show you is check out this fuchsia. I've had this fuchsia, I've overwintered it now 3 years. I think this is my 4th season with it. It started with 3. Now there's 1, 2, nah, that's 1. I added some more soil. There's only 1 left of the 3, but look how big it is. The color is amazing. Can't wait for that baby to bloom. These have not flowered yet. Nice tall yellow stalks. That is and here, see, look, I'm trying to fish for the name of what it is. It is, oh, it's upside down. It's a little rocket Legularia. See, check out those yellow blossoms. Pretty cool. Oh, that noise in the background, that's the water fountain. I tried to fix it, thought it was fixed. You know what? That baby just drains dry in a day. So we shut it off when we're not out here actively enjoying it. Oh, one of my electronic tiki torches and Bluetooth speaker. My apple blossom rhodogursia. Well, that doesn't look like an apple blossom to me yet. You know, but there might be some tinges of pink in there. We'll have to see what happens. There's some more. Ooh, there's more down there. Ooh, look at that. So we'll see what happens there. This fuchsia, well, it's growing. That's a good thing. Leaves are a little off color. This guy here, I'm not sure what its issue is. I might just need to move it. It might just be this location, but we've got buds. We have buds. Next week we'll have flowers. And the angel trumpet, my brugmansia. Check out those buds. This is a bud, that's 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 a bud. Hey, and for you folks in Colorado, when we're talking about buds, we're talking about flower buds. So, look at that. I just went through and deadheaded this baby. They're just everywhere. It's just full. Oh, if you could, and now's the right time of day. The sun is just starting to come down. Look at that. The scent, the whole patio smells like this amazing, wonderful scent. I can't even describe it. Absolutely wonderful. So excited about this. My geraniums are doing well. I had a couple extra starts of this variegated one, so I just threw them in there. I don't know what to do with them. I didn't have another pot for them. Loving that color. I've loved that since the day we got it. This little guy here, loving that color. And look, we've got some new growth here. Nice little weed here growing. Well, I think it's a weed. We'll let it grow, see what happens. Maybe it's something held over from last year. Another geranium. Oh, look, my salad garden. Well, I guess if you like just lettuce, well, let us think about that. We cut the chives, they're drying. They went to flower, so we're drying those flowers so we can make a powder for seasoning. This will be a little white begonia. I think it's little, I don't know. Hey, check out my little herbs. We've got sage, oregano, and thyme. They're loving that location. My begonias. I am becoming a huge fan of begonias. My good friend Elaine, she has some amazing ones. We'll have to take a visit to her patio one day and check those out. Look, they got some buds on it. My new ones, that's a new one this year. That's a new one this year. Oh, look, another pumpkin seed. Pumpkin seeds everywhere. They just pop up everywhere. This hanging, this trailing begonia, absolutely amazing when it's in bloom. And this guy here, I'll probably get rid of my paper markers that tell me what colors they are here. But that's growing nice. Most of those have come out. My garlic kind of looks like a mess. This is elephant garlic. I pulled one out because I was curious what was going on here. I'll let that baby dry. I'm not going to pull any others, but you know what? I've got a couple cloves in there. So I'm going to hang that up to dry. And I've got some ideas for this. This is not going to be a continuing garlic bed. I have some ideas. You wait and see. My delphinium, the first big tall stalk it bloomed, I cut that back. It's got some more coming up. We'll keep an eye on that guy. Some more geraniums. I just deadheaded these. Loving that basket right there, that hanging basket. 3 different colors depending on what side you're standing on. You see my musa? We'll get closer. Ooh, and for those of you that are curious about the walnut tree, how's the walnut tree? How's Walt doing? Well, look at that. Look, we've got new growth. It's doing well. I'm gonna put that baby in a bigger pot, I think. Ooh, this lavender I started from seed last year for a project, and it is blooming this year. And look at my calla lily. I got one bud there. I was dinking around with the irrigation system and I bent that baby over. I didn't think it would bloom at all, but it's blooming. Tempted to move it, but if I do, nah, you know what, I'm just not gonna. My volunteer snapdragons. Ooh, I got some blueberries. Blueberries forming. Not enough to make a pie, but enough to think about it. And this little guy here is finally showing some active growth on it. This is a passion vine, blue. Look that baby up. Very impressive. That is a weed. Okay, so carrots and beets. Last weekend I planted my corn. I don't see any to show you. Oh, I did see some over there. Trust me on this. However, I'm really concerned. Look at this. That's a molehill. Molehill. I've had the mole guys out twice now. They're supposed to be coming out with the gas Monday or Tuesday. I don't recall what this flower is, but I'm telling you, the bees, the hummingbirds absolutely love it. Once it's done flowering those upper stalks, I'm going to cut it back a little bit in hopes to get it to bush out. My hollyhocks. Yeah, things are happening there. Here is my hibiscus. It's growing. It's growing. You know what? I'm just happy it's growing. Some more hollyhocks. I got some sort of, I don't know, I have some sort of bug on my hollyhocks. But they still bloom and they don't seem to infest anything else. I've tried to treat it. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Well, look at the musa. Gosh, I love this. Look at that one there, just standing straight up. That's a new leaf that we saw last weekend. It was shorter than that spike right there. And now look, it's fully unraveled. We're gonna have some mid 70s, low 80s this week. This thing is gonna shoot up, I tell you, just shoot up. It's gonna be amazing. I'm summering my amaryllis out in pots. Disappointed my voodoo lilies I bought from michiganbulb.com have not sprouted. I got some weeds sprouting here. This is another brugmansia, a baby one that I got this year. Probably need to change my fertilizing regimen on that. Well, and by change I mean add one. Oh, and check that out. More evidence of moles. The moles are everywhere. They're everywhere. Arr! Everywhere. My canna lilies, check that out. If the moles kill those, Yeah. Stuff's gonna hit the fan, I tell you what. In the bamboo. The bamboo. Look at these stalks. Look at these new culms coming up. Right there, see, I'm waving it. I'm waving it. It's huge. And look, here's another one coming up. Here's another one coming up. That one's kind of mushy. I don't know. I've never touched one to begin with. And there's another little one over there. So I'm curious. I'm just really curious. Oh, and these are my 4 o'clocks. If you don't know what a 4 o'clock is, look that up. You know why they're called 4 o'clocks? Because mid to late afternoon, that's when they open. Ooh, some more of my canna lilies. These bad boys here, they will grow 6 to 8 feet or higher. And can you see my bear's breeches back there? Right there it is. It's right there. That's in bud. I have no idea what that's gonna look like. I was hoping the poppies would be in bloom by this weekend, but you know what? We had some rainy days. But check this out. That's a bud. That's a bud. Where? Whoop, there it is. There's a bud. There's a bud. There are so many buds. I'm telling you that oh, when these get to blooming, I'm just thinking it's going to be awesome out here. We're going to be like Dorothy on her trip to Oz. Just tripping out on the patio. I planted something in here. Not that just grew itself. But I planted something. I don't know what it was. It's not growing though. Another geranium. Oh, this looks kind of, well, it's got a flower. Look, more buds. Look, and some of them are so big. Some of them are so big. This thing here, I haven't decided if this is a weed or if that's one of those poppies that come back every year without being planted by seed. I don't know what that's called. That escapes me. Okay, now look at the patio, please. No comments on the grill. I told you I was gone all weekend, didn't get a chance. But you know what? Next weekend's Father's Day. When I get home from work this week, remember I'm gone a few days a week. When I get home from work this week, I am going to get that baby cleaned up and get a plan, because this daddy is going to barbecue next weekend, with or without guests. But guests are always funner. Look, new blooms on the lumpkin, more buds there. Nothing new to report here. It looks like there might be a little more life down in the center. That old Gunnera, nothing's happening there. My cardoon, well, it's there. Some more lavender. This is a jasmine. Oh, if you could only see my honeysuckle. If you can see my honeysuckle that's out in the front yard, that's just doing amazing. This, well, not so much. But the one that's out in the front yard, it was slow to start as well. And then it took off. And right now it's about 10 feet tall, 4 feet wide, full of scent. All the blooms are open. Absolutely impressive. Oh, look, it went away. I have a, what's it called? A Western tiger swallowtail butterfly that is checking out my garden because he absolutely loves it. Some of the daisies are starting to bloom, but can you imagine what this is going to look like when all these buds open up? This is just going to be just bonkers crazy, just amazing, absolutely amazing. Oh, here, take a sniff. Take a sniff of this. This is my new rose bush. That's supposed to be orange. I guess it's kind of orange, but I wanted orange. But that has a scent that is just out of this world. It's called Fragrant Cloud. It's from Weeks Roses. And here's my other Weeks roses. Actually, all my roses except for one are Weeks. This is a Sugar Moon. And that, after this video, these are getting cut and put in the house. And my wife is going to have a bouquet of roses that will just make the whole house smell just like roses because they're that strong. This is from Weeks. This is the Firefighter Rose. It's a deep red. Smells absolutely amazing. I lost the tag on that one. That's also a Weeks rose. It's kind of a purplish lavender. Also, great scent. And this is the one that's not a Weeks rose. It was a gift from my daughter. And it has a great scent, but we never paid attention to what it was because at the time, I had no desire to have a rose garden, so I just planted it. That Western swallowtail, tiger swallowtail butterfly has just been going bonkers on my container, my sun garden container. Oh, I love those petunias. I love those petunias. And check out these. I love that that is an option. We got some new growth here. So things are gonna start vining. That's my morning glory. I have a short that I'm gonna post with the butterfly. So you get to check him out. The dahlias are doing well. Now is the time. If you have dahlias and you don't know what you're doing, now is the time to start paying attention. If you have dahlias that will grow over 3 feet tall, you need to start paying attention to them, because once they get 18 inches, you need to prune those. You need to prune them. Oh, let's pause. Popcorn. Popcorn is doing well. Some of the popcorn has been eaten. I think that little bunny has been in. Check out the California lilac. That is a great plant for pollinators. The bees are going bonkers. All right, so here, let's get sun in the background. Oh, I just noticed my leaves are a little dappled. I wonder, I'm gonna have to start doing some treatment. So, anyhow, we were talking about pruning your dahlias. Okay, see these laterals that are coming out? So once your dahlia gets 18 inches tall, which I'm gonna get a ruler and I bet you 18 inches is right about there. Count up 3 sets of leaves, 1, 2, 3, and then cut that. I'm probably gonna cut it there. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna cut it there. And those laterals will shoot out. You don't wanna do this with a dwarfing one, you know, one that doesn't grow over 2 feet tall. But these other ones, look, wow, look at this. This is my Tipsy. This is my favorite last year because it was a great big giant one. Look, it's just healthy. It just loves it here. Oh, and because the theme today is let's piss and moan about moles. More evidence, okay? That is a molehill. My asparagus, he's probably in there eating it. Hey, and look at that. My artichoke has a bud on it. Now, I'm growing artichoke for the flower just because it's pretty, but this thing is like 12 inches tall. Frankly, I'm a little disappointed. So we'll let it flower, then we'll deadhead it. We'll see what happens. Here's a mix of zinnias, giant marigolds, another dahlia, and you know these zinnia. I was gonna thin them out more, so it was just one. They just look so amazing. I just can't. I'm gonna let them go. I'm just gonna let those guys grow. Pumpkins are doing well. Pumpkins are doing well. Starting to vine out. Looking forward to that. Oh, look, another molehill. Here, let's see if we can, oh, we can't zoom in. Right here. Just gonna go at that. Look at that, marigolds. Giant marigolds. Not just marigolds, but giant marigolds. I'm telling you, that's the thing. Okay, what else can we get into? Oh, let's take a peek at the tomatoes. Look at that. Look at those. They are just, they're growing. Look, and they're full of flowers. They are 4 feet tall. I mean, they're in a 2 foot, Look how thick and healthy that stalk is. Ah, Ooh, very soon. Look, I got some, like I showed last week. I got these random starts, these suckers. I don't know. I'll probably dig those two out and put them in big pots, just so they're not fighting for space. All right, I think we're. Oh, here. Let's talk about this disappointment. This is my pomegranate. It's done nothing, but like I said, every couple of weeks I do a scratch test. Cambium's still green, so should be growing. Some more hollyhocks, you know. And then I've got this thing here. This I was excited about. It was a Cinderella butterfly flower. I am not sure how big they're zoomed in on that. I'm not sure what that bud's gonna turn into, but I'm becoming less impressed. Here are some more of the wildflowers. That's something different. I don't know what that is. Part of a wildflower section. There's my purple queenie hollyhock. My purple tansy. The bees the pollinators just, especially the bees, they're just crazy on this. Look at that. But yeah, they're everywhere. Do you see them? Look, oh, one just flew by. There's another one. Yep. Oh yeah, they're loving this. And then my sunflowers. These are the mammoth giant ones. Some of these here in the middle weren't really doing much, so I planted new seeds, and I think a couple have come up, but there's still going to be a couple impressive ones. There's a couple that are doing very nicely. These down here might not be getting enough sun, so we're okay with that. We'll see what they do. Maybe they'll get tall enough to actually do some sun. This is okra. My soil's just not warm enough. I think that was a failed experiment, but we'll see. You know, that one's actually green. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. All right. Wow. Can't believe how long I've been rambling on, but I hope you've enjoyed it. The yard is really coming together. Growth is starting to happen. I'm expecting some great things over the next 7 days. Don't forget, if you don't have a musa and you live somewhere where you can grow musa, aren't those amazing? And they just keep growing. Just keep growing. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right. I'm going to let you go. You guys have a great week. Happy gardening. I can't wait to get back to my yard at the end of the week and get some things done. Get my grill cleaned up, have a barbecue, get some nighttime photos. And hey, if this is your first time checking out my videos and you've made it this far, give me a like and hit that subscribe. Later this week, we're gonna have that swallowtail, that western tiger swallowtail butterfly short posted, as well as a post showing what the wife and I got into today, what we found when we were up in the mountains. Until next time, happy gardening, and don't forget to water your plants.